Jackson Podcast.
How y'all doing today, man? I grew up in the projects myself, public housing, the equal opportunity zones and stuff like that. And I'm still concerned about individuals who may need some assistance, who may need the SNAP benefits that is legally over here, that's Americans, that's foundational to this country. And I seen this clip of this brother. He was the first person that is black that was announced to be a part of the Republican cabinet and Trump's administration when Trump got elected to his second term. And I took some notes, so I can tell y'all who he is, his previous profession. He is now the lead Department of Housing and Urban Development. He once worked with the White House Opportunity and Revitalization Council during Trump's first term. He's a former NFL player who played with the Redskins, the San Diego Chargers, and the Denver Broncos. Turner, he had joined the Texas House in 2013 as a part of a large crop of Tea Party supported lawmakers. He tried unsuccessfully to become Speaker before he finished his second term in 2016. He did not seek a third term. So he was once a motivational speaker and a pastor also. And him and his wife, they have a nonprofit promoting initiatives to improve childhood literacy. We just got to talking about Joel Santana talking about kids need to be more financial literate than they need to be able to read. That's crazy. And his church, Prestonwood Baptist Church, lists him as an associate pastor. He is also chair of the Center for Education Opportunity at America's First Policy Institute. So, he's over HUD right now. A lot of individuals need HUD, need SNAP benefits, need assistance from the government. I didn't know that this was going on in our country, but I'm gonna play this video in totality before I give my take. But I didn't know that the Democratic Party, Joe Biden, them was giving roofs over illegals' heads. I just didn't know it. This shocked me when I seen this. Let's get to it.
Well, good afternoon to everyone. It is indeed a great joy to be here with you, and I want to thank my dear friend and colleague and cabinet partner, Attorney General Pam Bondi, for her leadership. Pam, thank you so much for how much you care about the people of America and this great country, in particular here in Memphis. And thank you for your vigilance in upholding our nation's laws, and specifically the reason why we are all here today. That's for making our streets and our neighborhoods and our communities safe. I also want to thank Governor Lee and Senators Blackburn and Haggerty for your commitment to improving the lives of people in Memphis and in all of Tennessee. And also thank you to Director Gaddy Serralta and the U.S. Marshals and the FBI agents who are on the front lines every single day to restore safety to our streets in America. And to all the public servants that are here, thank you for your service to this great state and to your country. At HUD, we do believe that public housing should be safe. We believe that, and that's our conviction. A safe community starts with safe housing. If the housing is safe, the community is safe. And we want to take good care of the most vulnerable people in our country. And that means making sure that residents in HUD-funded housing can live their lives in peace and security, free from the horrors of violent crime. That's why HUD today we're announcing a new HUD crime hotline to allow the residents of public housing to call the HUD office of the Inspector General, the OIG, to report criminals, illegal aliens, sex offenders, human traffickers, and those guilty of gang activity, drug distribution, and fraud. We're spearheading this hotline right here for the residents of Memphis, Tennessee. This crime hotline is the latest in a series of action HUD has taken to help the American cities and neighborhoods be safe, including of those who live in HUD-funded housing. The Memphis Housing Authority serves more than 9,700 households and receives $107 million to administer federal rental assistance programs. And for all of those that are listening right now, residents of Memphis public housing, or those who might be concerned about the safety of your friends or family who live in Memphis public housing, for all of you, this announcement is for you. And here's our message. Protect your home. Protect your family. If you see it, if you hear about it, report it. And here's how. You can call 1-800-347-3735 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. Or you can submit a tip online at any time through our website. And here it is, hudoig.gov/hotline. And this website is monitored 24/7 in real time. I'm going to say it again. The hotline number is 1-800-347-3735. And the website address is this, hudoig.gov/hotline. Law enforcement personnel stand ready to assist you with coordinated efforts with our friends at the DOJ and the FBI and state and local partners. This hotline is part of President Trump's effort to make our city safe again. That strategy includes the Memphis Safe Task Force started by President Trump, which is breaking the grip that violent criminals have had on this city, as the Attorney General alluded to, and returning power back to the people and the citizens of Memphis. We've already seen great progress, which you'll hear more about. Since this operation began in October, the task force has arrested more than 3,000 violent fugitives, including up to 12 suspects of homicide and more than 300 known gang members and much more. These numbers translate to lives and homes and futures protected. Again, we care about the future of America, the lives of every individual and collective Memphis and Tennessee citizens. But this would not be possible without our great law enforcement, and many of you are here today, and our military members. So thank you from me, from HUD, from Attorney General, and our entire administration. I've spoken to many who have traveled near and far to be part of this effort to make our city safe, true patriots, and great Americans. And I hope that this new hotline is another tool to help this in this effort. The hotline will allow residents of public housing to have their voices heard so their homes can be safe. It will help us to crack down on violent crime and drug distribution, fraud, human trafficking, and the influx of illegal aliens. We'll clean up our public housing so that they can fulfill their function of sanctuaries for the most vulnerable people in our country, where American citizens can get a temporary hand up and then gain independence from government help. Specifically, American citizens, that's who we want to help. Illegal aliens have no place in public housing. It's outrageous that people who should not be here come across our borders and now usurp spots and housing units that should support American people. Establishing this hotline is an important step in fighting this injustice for both the people of Memphis and for Americans nationwide. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to be here with you all today to make this announcement and this next step in the work that's already underway, and truly to restore safety and sanity in Memphis today. God bless you.
Now, you know, when I was younger and I was growing up in the hood myself, in the state of Tennessee, salute to Tennessee, you know, my home state, my hometown of Knoxville, calling the law on people outside that is going through similar things as you, that's you know, I want to be careful, but I want to be accurate in what I'm saying, and speak some substance to y'all. It will be viewed as snitching, you know. Living in public housing and living in the projects, it shouldn't be a permanent thing, or it shouldn't be something that you should view it as a lifestyle. A lot of people say, Trev, you might have made it out, but everybody ain't gonna make it out. I feel like everybody has the opportunity to make it out. I feel like people just mentally want to stay the same and continue to do what they want to do, and not, you know, create some sort of structure and some sort of discipline and some sort of consistency to get their finances together, get their credit together, get their life together, and you know, try to obtain what some people will say is the American dream, but it's not everybody's dream. But a lot of people will view that calling that hotline as snitching. Now that I come to think about it, like, man, there was so much crime in front of my window, so much illegal activities going on. Only thing I wanted to do was leave. I just wanted to get out of that neighborhood. My whole life, I love where I'm from. I love it and everything though, but I have no I have no reason to even want to go back and visit and see people and nothing because people's intentions wasn't pure for me. So it ain't like I want to go give back and go see such and such in the hood. Hell no. I'm gone. I don't want to be involved in none of that. Just being honest with you. But what I created this piece for is something that he said at the end. Illegal aliens have no place in getting government assistance and getting prioritized over Americans. That's the main thing I created this for. It's because, like, wasn't it Lyndon B. Johnson that said I will have y'all voting Democrat for the next 100 years? Wasn't it him or was it another president? Because when I think about President Biden's administration, Kamala Harris, people think that they was gonna help black people and prioritize black people. You know, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow about Dr. Claude Anderson saying that foundational black Americans will be a permanent underclass. And I want to know if y'all think that he's right in that analogy. Because a permanent underclass, when I think about what they was trying to do and what they did do, what they achieved to do before Trump came into office. And I'm not advocating for Trump. I just feel like, removing people from this country illegally is a benefit for the people that is over here already. You know, um, because think about it like this though. They giving them things that black people lost their life for, died for, went to. We fought in American wars. First of all people fought in wars. These people fought against us in wars. And they coming over here getting assistance and it's taken away from us. And it's just crazy to me that Biden and Kamala Harris and that administration would allow that and think that that wasn't going to hurt the people that's already over here legally. You ain't even prioritizing your own, and these people come over here and you give them a place to stay for free? Hell no. And I'm not advocating for the Republican Party by saying this, but that's foolishness, though. I'm glad. I salute this man. I salute Pound Bondi. What's this brother's name again? Hold up, I forgot his name. Scott Turner. Salute to y'all because, man, to be honest with y'all, man, this is a thing that is necessary to me. I don't look at public housing as something that people should be doing for permanent purposes and everything, though. But allowing these people to come over here and give them government assistance, blasphemous. I want to know y'all thoughts in the comment section about that also. But he said something about returning the power to the people. That caught my attention because I've been keeping my eyes on Memphis, Tennessee ever since they sent the National Guard there. And I've been doing research on what Elon Musk is doing in South Memphis with his AI facility and how it's affecting people over there. I don't think that they are empowering the people, to be honest with you. I think it's something going on in Memphis that is strategic for the government, strategic for the elevation of the AI facility and the things that Elon Musk is creating because that place is hindering people and causing cancerous, toxic, things in the air. People come outside and they breathing and getting cancer and stuff. And I feel like they trying to clean Memphis up from a lot of the people that's been there their whole life so they can bring people in. They trying to gentrify it in ways that you know, is kind of nasty. But I do agree with Pound Bondi and Scott Turner about not funding illegals government assisted place to stay. Let's further this discussion in the comment section below. I would like to know y'all thoughts. I would like to have an educational conversation down there too, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to my show and supporting me all the time, man. Hit the like button, hit the hype button to help me trigger the algorithm. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. and I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.